Surprised you made it on time.
All right. I'll buy. Why wouldn't I be here?
I just figured your new PR guy have you doing a couple radio shows and TV shows this afternoon, talking yourself up.
Man, look who just rented a condo in your headspace. Hey, look, if you're not careful, I might just buy the whole building.
Okay, so you got jokes, huh? You ever get tired of hearing your own hustle?
There it is. My first down payment.
So it's all you now, huh? Just you and baby Zuckerberg?
Zach's on all the Mad Ants, all right? This exposure's good for all of us. We all win.
Mad Ants ain't going anywhere. He needs to just focus on looks from the league. Everything else is a waste of time.
So what, you think that he's going to help you with the scouts, too?
I know he's going to help you. You're in my way.
Have you heard about Vlad?
Nah, who's Vlad?
The Romanian guy on the Nets. They just brought him over. Vlad the Impaler?
I didn't see a Vlad on the roster.
Their center.
Andre Haji?
Right, yeah, but they call him Vlad the Impaler.
Hey, man, don't sweat it, Howie. Whoever he is, we got this.
Oh, you know something I don't?
Yeah. I read up this morning on Wayne Hoops HQ. The blog called us out, saying that the key to this game is neutralizing Haji. And the only way to do that is to get everybody involved, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Are you looking to get a triple-double?
I'm looking to win, baby. Win!
Welcome, everyone, to Fort Wayne, Indiana. We have another great G League matchup for you tonight between the Mad Ants and the Long Island Nets. I'm Blake Suniga, alongside my good friends Tim Swartz and Brian Vanafatemi. Tim, what do you make of this matchup?
Well, we have some great stars to watch in this game. There's Marcus Young, and recent addition AI will look to carry the weight against a very tough Long Island team.
And we'll look to see how he adjusts to the G League.
And of course, the Nets are led by the Romanian big man, Vlad the Impaler. He's the type of big man that can just take over a game.
A lot of storylines to follow in this matchup. It should be a fun one.
And for Long Island, Vlad is the star of the team, but the top to bottom, they have talent.
Absolutely. They provide a tough matchup for teams because they can run so many sets from inside and out. Reminds me a little bit of how the Denver Nuggets are constructed.
Yeah, great point, Brian.
Pass to Kelsey. Back to Andrews. Haji, Trigg defending. The jump hook. And that one hits back iron. Well, it has been said time and time again, but it doesn't make it any less true. The state of Indiana loves their basketball.
And it's one reason why a team like the Mad Ants can have such a devoted fan base. It goes across the entire state.
It's in everyone's DNA. Now here's AI. Pass to Trigg. Out to Tatum. AI. Misses the three. Andrews with it. Now Kelsey. He's covered by Tatum. Now here's Haji. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And Andre Haji, better known as Vlad the Impaler, he is a handful of a center. Does everything you want from a big man, including scoring, defense, and setting up others on the offensive end.
And with Haji, as you mentioned, it is the ability to create for others that's so special.
Very special, very skilled, very smart player. You know, it's rare to see a player of his caliber last long down in the G League, and I just think it's a matter of time before he catches on with an NBA squad. You just know there are scouts here watching him play.
Well, there's got to be teams that could use that kind of playmaking ability.
Absolutely.
Now here's Haji. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. And with Marcus Young, perhaps the first thing you notice about him is the killer instinct on the court.
Young is a player that is always looking to exploit a weakness or catch a defender slipping up. Sometimes he'll get too focused on that aspect of the game, but I'd say it's worked well for him so far.
Young shot's good.
Big basket there. The 5th time's the charm, am I right?
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to Nelson. Back to Haji. Kelsey. Clock at 6. Nelson left side. Over Young. Long Island, no good that time either. And here they come.
Well, if you ever had the chance to talk to Paul Tatum about basketball, you can really just tell how passionate he is about the game. You pick any topic about the sport or any part of the game's history, and he'll chew your ear off about anything until the sun comes up.
Now here's Kelsey. Pass to Haji. Over Trigg and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
He's very efficient from the interior. The size Haji possesses is really one of his main strengths.
AI, he's guarded by Kelsey. AI inside. Randolph, rejected by Dustin Joseph.
Have to be cautious when Joseph is around. He has the skills needed to reject shooters.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Timeout called, the Nets.
Man, Brian, he has to be concerned with all the missed shots. Every team is going to go through cold streaks, but you have to find a way to stay productive during a shooting drought.
And he may be telling them to try to get to the line, earn some points on some freebies. Sometimes the free throw line can be your best friend when the shots aren't falling from the field.
Yeah, good idea. That might be able to get things right.
Now here's James. Pass to Mack. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. A nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
The Mad Ants with the lead. Howie Carter, not the most impactful player on the floor for the Mad Ants, but he is a valuable member of the team.
Oh, absolutely. He can give them a spark on occasion, but he's one of those glue guys. Fantastic chemistry with the rest of the team, and he just knows his role.
No good on the second free throw.
Yeah, AI, he has something that not a lot of other players this level have. A level of experience for playing overseas, taking a different style of play from his time in China. I think that'll help him make the jump and make him more versatile when he gets to the NBA.
Now here's James. Shot clock at 6. Over Trigg. Here's Mack. And the jam by Milan Mack.
That knack for the offensive rebound, it's a big part of what makes him special.
Not to mention his ability to finish with strength, just like that.
And he's such a fun player to watch.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding? He's so fun to watch. I look forward to it every time I get a chance to. He's an invaluable asset for them to have, no question.
One thing you have to admire about Coach Keller is his commitment to having the team stay involved with the community.
When you create an atmosphere like that within a locker room and the surrounding city, you get more than the sum of your parts. Keller inspires his players by really making what they do larger than the results on the floor.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Mad Ants out in front.
Are you looking for an exciting career as an entertainer?
And it's been so both teams changing it up here. Here's AI. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. That one drops for him.
You know how things get around here in Fort Wayne. When the Mad Ants play, the entire city pays attention. The whole city shuts down as they love to support their local G League chapter.
Pass to Nelson. Back to Kelsey. Haji. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Nelson. That shot off the mark. And Fort Wayne the other way now. And you can see the respect and commitment both the fans and the Mad Ants show each other.
Yeah, it's great to see, and a lot of G League teams might not get the recognition they deserve around the country. Well, look, that is not the case here in Indiana. The Mad Ants are the story around these parts. Very passionate fans who really love this team.
I mean, Indiana loves their basketball.
Yeah, no doubt.
And of course, AI, a name that might sound familiar to college hoops fans, had a good run, a big game in the Sweet 16, but ultimately the team came up just short. Still showed some great potential in what was his final year.
Haji, he's guarded by Grace. With the fadeaway. Haji, no good.
got fancy for absolutely no good reason. Just go straight up with it.
Now here's AI. He's guarded by Kelsey. AI. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
And a much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, you're doing something right.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Haji. Andre Haji can't get that one to fall.
His shooting numbers slipping this quarter.
Young, good.
Chalk up a few more points for them. This has been a one-sided game in just every area.
Absolutely. Their defense, their offense, it's all been outstanding.
It's just been a tremendous performance, Brian.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Mad Ants out in front, leading by 17. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And welcome back as we begin the second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, but anything can happen. Young has been sensational.
His decision-making has been flawless today. Nothing but quality shots from him in the first half. He wasn't forcing anything.
But I think here in the second half, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start taking more shots, even the tough ones.
Good point.
And AI and the rest of the Mad Ants were involved in some community work recently. They had a booth at the State Fair.
You just have to love that the team is willing to take time and meet fans on an individual basis by having a booth at the fair. It just takes a day for the players, but goes a long way in developing ties with the community.
Here's Haji. And no good. Nice D from Connor Trigg.
A solid performance inside. You know, their rebounding, it's been terrific.
They're putting together a great game, aren't they? Strong performances throughout, and they've just been strong on the glass.
And it sets a tone.
Outside Kelsey. Pass to Joseph. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Man, they're in complete control.
Everything they're doing, it's been working out. Wow. Well, I'm not sure, Brian, if you caught the local news, but apparently some of the Mad Ant players played a pickup with some of the locals.
Yeah, a sight to see for sure. I believe it was AI and Tatum in a 2-on-2 game. You know, small things like that are what makes this team so endeared in Fort Wayne.
Yeah, they really love him out here.
Timeout called, the Nets.
He has not been on his game. He's been forcing a lot of shots, and they've suffered because of it. It's time for him to focus on getting his teammates involved.
Now Russell. And we're about 1.5 minutes here into the second half. Pass to Campbell. And Connor Trigg with the block.
NBA coaches, they just love to get defense out of the 5 spot. And seeing that block, it looks like Trigg can do that.
Yeah, some guys will try to overpower you at the rim, but he likes to elude you and trick you. He's got quickness and a soft touch.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. James. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
A sluggish start to begin this second half. They're still scoreless.
And Paul Tatum, a Houston native, grew up in that area.
And Tatum was a huge Rockets fan growing up. You talk to him and he'll tell you his love for the game all started with him watching his hometown team as a kid.
Yeah, watching a little T-Mac, a little Yao Ming.
And here's Fresh. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Clock at 4. It's stolen by Tatum. And they're on the break with Samark. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
That's just great ball movement.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with a purpose. The D has not been able to keep up.
Pass to Price. Russell. Campbell with it. 4-3. Long Island, no good that time either.
And not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them inside.
Here's AI. He's got 5. It's good.
Hey, look, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint, and they keep scoring points.
And you know, Brian, there's not really a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting in the paint like they have been on this run.
One shot.
One shot, mind the lanes.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Odom with the ball. Inside, looking to end the drought. Price, no good.
And you can just feel the desperation now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
They're clearly frustrated, and it's understandable. I mean, they're on the wrong side of a monster run.
And they got to just settle down, stick to the game
Yeah,
plan.
keep your composure.
Pass to Russell. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They'll turn it over. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the board.
One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend. And the head coach of the Mad Ants, Gordon Keller, he's a back-to-the-basics kind of coach. He's going to drill the fundamentals and accountability to this Mad Ants roster from the first whistle to the final horn.
It's not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. Just too many looks from in close.
You know, usually when teams give up runs like this, it's because they allow chances from inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Pass to Nelson. Haji with it. Here's Mack. And he comes up with the deuce.
Coaches like to see big men like Haji pass it like this, proving he's a team player.
And slam dunk by Magic Calderon.
It's so nice to have someone who can take charge like he has.
They've got to be feeling good about having the ball in his hands at that end of the floor right now.
Yeah, he's just been so smooth.
Pass to Haji. Looking to get it going. Bucket is good.
A heads up, aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the bucket for an easy 2.
And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Mad Ants ahead, just dominating this one. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And thanks again for joining us. So Long Island going with almost an entire new group here.
At the line for your Mad Ants, Lou Grace. At the line for 1.
Here's something you might not know about Grace. His mom was a great college basketball player. And to this day, she still says Lou has never beaten her in a game of one-on-one.
Here's Haji. Long Island, no good that time either. Now here's AI. Defense is right there. Pass to Madison. Here's Trigg. Doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by Andre Haji. And with Vlad the Impaler, they really run the offense through him.
Every set this team has makes the best use of having an elite center in the middle. Haji is a great presence on the floor, and it's no surprise they built the offense around him.
Here's AI, and yep, it's good.
Have to guard AI tighter than that. He's too good, too clever in those screen and rolls.
Pass to James. Out to the wing. Haji with it, and it's Trigg picking him up. Now here's Russell. Haji with it. It's hauled in by AI. Madison with the ball. Haji covering. Now here's AI. He's closely guarded. Trigg. Back to AI. Out to the left wing. Here's Madison. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, they're not taking any chances. This is how you close a game out.
Just look how happy their coach is.
Here's Haji. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul called on the Fort Wayne Mad Ants.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
One of the best nicknames I've maybe ever heard. Vlad the Impaler. Strikes fear into the heart, doesn't it?
That one falls, so he hits them both. On the wing, AI. Guarded by Russell. Good work there as it goes.
Yeah, I think AI did some work on his inside game during his time in China. He's looking very confident in that area.
Now Russell. And there it is, the final whistle. Mad Ants win. Fantastic performance from the team to defend the home court.
And there were standout stars tonight, sure, but I like the way that the whole team, everybody, aimed to slow up Vlad the Impaler. That was a key factor in Fort Wayne coming out with the win.
Offensively, the Mad Ants seem to be gelling, and you can just see when this team is on the same page, and they gave us a peek of how deadly they could be on offense tonight.
And that's about all she wrote, folks. For Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, I'm Blake Suniga. Thanks for joining us on this presentation of G League basketball.
What's your name? You're working hard, right? Fighting.
Yeah, but I keep slamming into this wall.
Why?
I don't know. I'm doing everything right. I keep my head down. I grind.
But you're still hitting that wall. So climb over it. Find your way around it. Dig a tunnel underneath it. Do not think about this wall as a barrier. Think about it as a question.
What's the question?
When I was a little kid, I wanted a big sounding job, right? Just like everybody else. I wanted to be a doctor, lawyer, president.
Astronaut. I wanted to be an astronaut.
Right. But then I got older and my heart told me something else. Words. I loved how they sounded when I gave them context, purpose. I knew I wanted to be great at it. And everyone told me that it was impossible because of the barriers, right? I'm a female. The odds, the competition, I'd never be able to make it as a living. And unfortunately, they were right. Every single door that I knocked on was slammed in my face.
But you knew they were wrong.
I knew that I could write. But I had to think about why I was being rejected. What were my flaws? Regroup, rethink.
You went over that wall.
I built a ladder.
So, what happened?
Oh, it all fell apart, and now I just troll around at carnivals looking for stuffed animals to complete my collection.
Oh, right. See, that's impossible. Can't be done.
No, now I have a great career, and it pays me enough that it's my only job, and it continues to grow. I am a sports writer and owner of Wayne Hoops HQ.
Wait, Wayne, that's you? That's amazing. I read you like all the time. I always thought you were a guy.
Oh, okay, because girls can't write about sports.
Nah, the exact opposite. I always thought it was written by a dude named Wayne.
No, I'm just messing with you.
Okay.
I get that all the time.
Yeah, your piece about Ben Simmons' development as a passer, man, I read that like 50 times.
Thank you. Yeah. I did feel like going out with you was kind of touchy territory and crossing a line, so I kind of wanted to see how this went before I told you about it. What I do is very important to me, so anything that could call that into question is a red line.
Yeah, I totally get that.
I want to get you something before you leave.
Okay. Oh no.
Yeah, company on your walk home.
Thank you. Thank you for this giant elephant.
No, you won't look creepy at all. Just tall guy, his stuffed animal.
I know exactly where this is going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where?
Rhymes with ashcan. Yo, it's your boy AI coming at you from Fort Wayne, Indiana, all by way of China and the Shanghai Bears. What's up to my people out there? What's up, Wei? What's up, Zhang? What's up, Coach? Hey, Corey Harris, I'm coming for you, man. I'm not gonna take it easy on you, but man, we're gonna have a good time, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be good. How was that?
Not magic, but it works. Yeah, it works really well actually. It's real. It's unfiltered, you know? It's gonna give me something to cut into the gameplay so that people get to know the real you.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't know, man. Like, I don't want to come off like I'm just trying too hard to promote me only. I want my game to speak first.
Your game is gonna speak for you, man. I'm gonna speak for you. There's nothing wrong with having a couple more voices in the room.
Look, hey, you gotta keep your wrist loose, all right? You're shooting too flat.
What do you care how I shoot? You're the one with the game coming up.
I know. Look, one more time, okay? Wrist loose, elbow in. Woo! That's right, baby. Feels good, right?
It does.
Hey, so, you think I screwed up with Nikki?
What, on that date?
Yeah. I think that she thinks I'm nervous around her now since she's a reporter.
Are you nervous?
Psh, that's not me. Icewater veins, remember? It's not like she's in my head all the time or anything like that.
Wow. It's the unflappable AI finally getting butterflies.
I mean, I don't know, man. It's kind of like what Paul was saying about the city. Like, I've had girlfriends before, but I mean, not like this. Something about her just makes me feel like I'm home.
What? We open on the two of you driving through Amish country. You're going through one of those covered bridges. New idea. Yeah, you're wearing those hats and overalls. Yeah. You open it up on the 2-lane blacktop. You see those rows of corn going by. She's looking at you, and you can see it in her eyes. You know, this is good, man. I can sell this. What are you doing this weekend?
All right, let's reel it in, Zach. Let's reel it in. All right, let's sell the game. Okay, let's focus on the game.
There's no line anymore, AI. It's all the same brand. You want to get to the next level? This is what you have to do.
Let's keep it at the game for now, okay, man?
That's not enough.
Well, it has to be. Okay? For now?
Fine. Yeah, for now. Fine for now, yeah.
Most exciting part of the G League this year. The NBA is not far away. Oh, AI, yo, check out what your boy said about your boy.
Hey, man, get that phone out my face, Marcus. Come on.
No, come on. You're going to hear about it anyway. I mean, it's everywhere.
Look, Corey Harris ain't the only player in the NBA.
Well, look. It's not just Corey Harris saying it. All of the Lakers are retweeting it. The timing could not be better for me. I mean, I got scouts coming to the stands. They don't want to miss the show. This is like chess. So who's winning space and who's head now, huh?
Yo. I don't want to disrupt your flow there, Bobby Fischer, but the scout ain't here for you. He's here for the Flying Dragon.
Please, I would have heard about it.
He is the Heat's new forward from China, and he is knocking on the door of a 48-inch vertical.
You're talking about Han Shi?
Huh?
Yeah, the Flying Dragon.
Yeah.
He was on the Jets in China. I guarded him when he played us in Shanghai. He showed me up then, but I know his game now. I can take him.
No. The dragon is mine.
See, this ain't about just showing off some scouts, Marcus. This is about winning the game, man.
Hey.
This dude, bro.
Forget about him. He may be here to scout the dragon. Doesn't mean you can't take his attention. Take it.
Yeah, but I can't beat the dragon by myself. But your game plays specifically to his weakness. So I'm gonna set you up all night, and we're gonna take that dragon down together.
All right.
Hello and welcome everyone to South Dakota. I'm Blake Suniga with my partners Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi. We have Mad Ants road action for you tonight as they travel in to take on the Sioux Falls Skyforce.
And although the Mad Ants can boast their own acquisition from China, the Skyforce, they can claim the same thing. Tonight, we are so excited. Look at a chance to look at the man they call Flying Dragon, a fantastic forward prospect.
And it makes sense that the Skyforce land a Flying Dragon, right? You see what I did there? From all reports, Han Chi is pure dynamite once he takes off into the air.
Well, we're gonna see if young AI and crew can tame the dragon soon enough.
Well, you can't help but notice the raw athleticism of Flying Dragon. He can just blow by anybody.
Yeah, Flying Dragon's leaping ability is what jumps out at you, but he's very shifty and flexible, and he has a fantastic first step. One of the best athletes in all the G League.
It's such a treat to watch.
Now here's Lee, outside Han, over AI, and Han gets it to go.
We talk about this. Even when a defender is in his face, Han Chi's vertical allows him to get a clean look.
The way that AI has come out firing in his first few goes with the Mad Ants, there is talk that he could garner NBA attention.
Exactly, Blake. If he keeps performing like he has and doesn't slip up, you have to think NBA teams simply can't ignore him. But, you know, the one thing is he can't get caught up in that. Just needs to go out and keep improving his game.
Take it day by day. 13 feet out, rebounded by Trigg. The open shot, Paul Tatum, doesn't go for him. And the Skyforce going the other way now. Ducey outside, left side Han, over AI. That one wide left. And without a doubt, Sioux City has been energized since bringing the Flying Dragon onto the roster.
Boy, when you add a dynamic athlete like the Flying Dragon, it brings a spark to the whole team. We saw the same effect happen when the Mad Ants got AI.
Now about 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Have to guard AI tighter than that. He's too good, too clever in those screen and rolls.
Han up top. Poked loose. Pass to Evans. And Connor Trigg with the block.
NBA coaches, they just love to get defense out of the 5 spot. And seeing that block, it looks like Trigg can do that.
With the numbers he puts up, you figure it was just a matter of time. NBA teams have their eye on Young.
Not surprising at all, given his burst. The latest rumor is that the Lakers have the most interest in him right now, but a lot of teams could be looking at him late in the NBA season.
Right side, Han. Lee outside. It's hauled in by the Mad Ants.
You know, road life in the G League, it can be rough. Getting wins as an away team, it's no easy task because travel isn't as easy as it is in the NBA. A lot can go wrong on the road, and it feels like everything is stacked against you at times.
And Tatum gets it to go.
And you can see how comfortable Tatum is, understands when he should be taking these shots.
Time called here. The Skyforce decide to talk it over.
He's watching a lot of shots they normally make, rimming out, and it has to be frustrating. Maybe see if they can create some opportunities for the Lions.
That may be the answer for them, but you know, ultimately, I expect them to shoot their way out of this slump.
Here's Benjamin. Pass to Keith. Benjamin. Lets it go from the wing, but they'll get another chance. Here's Barton. Good on the triple. The Mad Ants trailing. Well, the Mad Ants were excited to land AI, and he's continued to improve his game since he's arrived.
He has put in work and is razor sharp in his focus. Sometimes a player is a late bloomer, and that might be the case with AI, given how he stepped his game up.
Knocks down the trifecta.
Three's going down quickly at both ends.
What an answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back.
Everybody gets a 3.
Now here's Jennings. Rebounded by Trigg.
The bucket wasn't well protected, but still, he couldn't finish. Too often, that's the story with him. Just talking with AI and the rest of the team, you get the sense that AI has really started to find himself on, and maybe more importantly, off the court. Having a few games under his belt with this team has put him at ease, and the results are visible on the floor.
Now here's Barton. Pass to Evans. He gets that one.
I was never that good at math, but this math is simple. Get the ball to guys where they have the best chance of converting. And for Evans, that's got to be the painted area.
Count it.
He did so well to lead his teammate right to the ideal spot.
Here's Keith. Here's Benjamin. Defended by Carter. And here's Benjamin. Shoots over Grace. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Mad Ants out in front. They lead by 4. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports.
Vendors to satisfy your hunger. View your game program for a full listing and locations around the world.
And the first quarter in the break. Three minutes of action thus far in the second quarter. AI, Han defending. Now here's AI. He's got 6. Tatum, and that basket pushed the lead to double digits.
Well, you might remember Paul Tatum had some time in the NBA, and there's a chance he can make it back. A few good performances at the end of the season. There's a chance he gets called back up to the NBA.
Now here's Han. He's got 8. The Skyforce again can't hit. Here's Tatum. Good, and the assist goes to AI. And with Tatum, as you said, it would most likely be his last chance on making an NBA roster.
And even though he isn't the youngest player on the roster, he still has the makeup to help an NBA team for a stretch run. If he gets hot, he could end up a 12th man on a team looking for a veteran presence, but he has to show that he can still be an impact player by putting up numbers in games like this one.
With the prospect of making a big lead even bigger.
They should jump at this chance. Stretch that lead out as much as possible.
Back to Tatum. And here's the fast break. Oh, and the jam by Han Ji. And Flying Dragon coming over from China, just like AI on the Mad Ants did.
The two, they had faced off against each other, had some great battles from what I've heard. And maybe that will carry over to this side of the Pacific.
Well, we can only hope. And that one good.
What a gamer this guy is. AI doesn't get rattled even when the defense roughs him up.
Now Han, 10 points for him. Clock at 6. The 3. The shot, no good. And here's AI outside and released it in time, but it's off the mark. And we finished one half of play. Mad Ants ahead. They lead by 12. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. Well, it's been a one-sided affair through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You know, Tatum has been exceptional here, guys.
I know we've said this many times, but I'm going to say it one more time. He had a great first half, scored a whole lot of points.
And in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had. He can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters. And Tim, you know what 4 quarters equals? $1.
Now here's Lee. Han. Oh, and Han, geez, slamming it down.
Well, you figured out it was just a matter of time before the Flying Dragon came over to the States. The numbers and performances he put up in China were absurd. And you just know that a team was going to take a closer look at what he could do over here on this side of the pond.
Here's Han. 12 points for him. Double clutches on the layup, and it still goes. He was in the air forever
At this stage of his development, it makes sense to get Han Chi high percentage looks, build his confidence.
Oh! Get up! Get up!
Clear for takeoff.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks just lost out there.
Get them a map, a GPS, a smartphone, get them something.
Yeah, this is threatening to truly get ugly.
Now a timeout called by Sioux Falls. You have to like what we're seeing from Paul Tatum.
He's torching them right now, and they're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow his roll.
Here's Keith. Outside Han. Here's the teardrop, and he takes it up and lays it in.
You don't get the name Flying Dragon by staying on the ground. He is sporting a 48-inch vertical. You combine that leaping ability with his height, and he might be one of the most feared aerial artists in short time.
Now here's AI. He's got 10. Young. Here's Paul Tatum from the arc. Roberts with the rebound. And they'd love to cut this deficit down to single digits. And as you said with Flying Dragon, 48-inch verticals are something you just don't see.
No,
Outside Young. Shoots over Lee with 4 on the clock. And it's laid in by Young.
Taking advantage of the screen and roll. Young realizing what he has to do in these situations.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Mad Ants out in front, leading by 17. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And thanks again for joining us. We'll see what happens in the fourth. Lee with it. Right side Han. Over AI. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Now the Mad Ants with it.
The one thing with Coach Keller is that he wants to impact more than just basketball knowledge to his players.
absolutely. Coach Keller is of that vein where he wants his players to experience life outside of basketball, to be well-rounded men in the community. I know it's something that the players get behind and appreciate from him.
Yeah, he's just such a great coach on and off the court.
And 6 straight points now coming on the inside. You wonder if the defense is going to make an adjustment at some point.
I think they're just going to keep taking it right at them until the adjustment. Great effort.
Back to Han. Over AI. Again, the miss by Han Chi.
Well, you might have seen that article about Marcus Young recently. He's certainly a star in the G League.
Yeah, when you have the offensive talent that Young does and are as driven and ambitious as he is, you're destined for great things. Definitely a name to watch in the G League.
Yeah, one to follow, definitely. A big lead for them, both on the scoreboard and the rebounding column.
Well, rebounding has been a big key, asserting their will, and they've taken control.
You know, I'd like to see more of that out of him. He's been passing up shots more than usual, even though he's been hitting the ones that he takes.
Pass to Evans. Lee. Here's Han. Kept alive. A nice shot by Evans.
Staying active, competing on the boards. Evans with a terrific play.
Now here's AI. Han defending. Back to Young. Tatum. Pass to Calderon. Clock at 4. The shot's good on the assist by Paul Tatum.
Leave it to the crafty veteran to make that pass. Tatum with a very savvy assist to create the wide open look.
Outside Han. Han Chi draws the double. To the middle. Makes it off the glass.
Just the way they wanted, within touching distance of the rim.
On the wing, AI. Han defending. Pass to Calderon. Now AI. And here is Calderon. Marcus Young on the wing. Pulls up. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
He was in the perfect position to grab that rebound and get the putback.
Time called here. The Skyforce decide to talk it over.
He has to be frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame him. They're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
And it's at the point where this slump is going to take a...
It's stolen by Han Chi. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And he converts the layup.
This is the kind of thing NBA scouts are looking for. Han Chi showing the ability to finish through contact.
Now here's AI. He's guarded closely. To the paint, Randolph. Yes, and it's AI picking up the assist.
That's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to do it.
To the middle. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Young. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back rim and in.
I don't want to say that they're trying to run up the score, but they do keep adding up to that lead.
Well, if you won't say it, partner, I will. They're trying to run up the score here.
Thanks for saying that, Brian.
Tatum outside. And the Mad Ants tack on 2 more.
Nice looking shot from Tatum, one he has hit many times throughout his career.
Down low. And slam dunk by Han Chi.
You just can't say enough about his individual performance so far, even if the all-around team effort has been lacking.
Now here's AI. Day covering. Pass to Trigg. Back to AI. Here's Randolph. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's on Han Chi.
Put in work on the boards, and it'll pay off with chances like that.
And he does put in the work. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
You gotta watch him if you're on defense.
Yeah, he's just an incredibly motivated player. That's something that's never been in question.
Pass to Benjamin. Day. Over Madison. Misses there. And that's the buzzer. Mad Ants win. They showed a lot of grit to come in here and walk out with a road win.
And coming out of Sioux Falls with a road win, it is no easy task. The Skyforce were fired up with Flying Dragon added to the team, but the Mad Ants were able to stay in control and put things away.
And I think the Mad Ants are the type of team to elevate their own level of play in order to spoil the debut of someone like Flying Dragon. Fantastic effort from them.
And some momentum being built for the Mad Ants with this win. That'll be it for us here in South Dakota. For Tim, Brian, and everyone here, I'm Blake Suniga saying thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Yo, AI.
So, you're the big scout that everyone's been talking about. So what you think, man? Am I finally walking?
Look, Coach Keller might seem like he has a bag of marbles in his head, but the dude knows the game, man.
That doesn't really answer my question, but...
I'm here, aren't I?
Something's still missing.
Look, Marcus Young. Kid can play. A lot of eyes on him, too.
What's with you, man? I try to ask you a direct question, and all I get is this runaround. Like, I don't understand.
There you go. Like the world owes you a spot in the NBA.
All I do is work. That's all I do. And I just can't get a break. That's my problem.
You said it yourself. Something is missing. Don't ask me for answers you already have.
Well, so Marcus has this all figured out, and I don't?
Maybe. Look, I like Marcus' game. I've never talked to him. I don't know him. I do know you. People are starting to talk about you. You're making people's boards. Scouts are looking at you. But there are a lot of other guys out there, too. And what separates you? Why should I pick you over Marcus?
Whoa.
What are we doing right now?
This is my teammate, Howie.
I know who he is. His form is impeccable. It's a work of art. The rest of his game is basically rec league, but his form should be taught in books.
You're Big Toonie, right?
I am.
Why isn't my hand going through you like it does with other ghosts?
Nope. We're not doing, nope.
The point is, AI, you're close. Just one missing piece.
He did say that thing about my jumper, right? I didn't just dream that?
Who raised you? That's what I want to know.
Oh, because I'm gonna make my future children so sick of that story, it's gonna be great!
Listen, I want you to start selling what Marcus Young is going to be 6 months from now. Then they're going to turn around real quick. Exactly. See, you and I are going to do great things. Watch. So I'm in Texas right now. We have one more game against the Vipers, but then after that, I want you to... Yeah, I'll call you back tomorrow. I didn't hear you.
It's your room, too. You can take a call.
Yeah, but I just didn't want to take it in the hallway because everybody would hear, be asking, like, Marcus, what's going on, you know? You know how it is.
Yeah, man, I get it. Yeah.
Only a matter of time.
All right, well, you know what? I'll let you get back to it. And I'm sure you got a few more phone calls to make.
Nah, I got too much energy. I'm about to go get a run in. You can take the room. Plus, you look real tired anyway.
You know, there's more to this game than taking the last shot and getting your numbers. Corey Harris taught me that.
Oh, really? Tell me more. Were you guys on the beach, under the stars?
Man, go take your walk, man.
I met plenty of people like you, AI.
You know nothing about me, bro.
You think you're special. You think the whole world revolves around your thoughts, your feelings. I got a family, and people counting on me just like you. There's 491 players in the NBA. Most of them, like Corey Harris, like blue blood, so everything was just handed to him. The rest of us, we down here, we gotta fight for the few spots that they didn't take. So if the only chance I have is by stepping over my competition, I'm gonna do that by any means necessary. And right now, that's you. You better believe if I gotta go through you, I'm gonna slice you right down the middle and clear that path.
Doesn't have to be that way, man.
It does have to be that way. And you know it. Even though your little girlfriend downtown got your brain on.
Don't you dare bring her into this.
Whoa.
Don't you dare talk about her.
Whoa.
Don't you dare.
Whoa. I touched the nerve. Try it again. I dare you.
Hey! Knock it off! Knock it off, guys! You lay one hand on him, and you're benched against the Vipers, okay? You too, Marcus. I'm serious. I don't know what started this, and I don't care. It ends right here, right now. You got me? Do you got me?
Yes, Coach.
Yeah, Coach.
Come on, guys. I came up coaching high school volleyball, okay? And those kids never gave me this amount of grief. Not once! By the way, it's a very complicated sport. Don't know that I ever fully got it. That's beside the point. Get your gear. You're rooming with Howie now.
Oh, dude, awesome. Yeah, we just gotta get you some earplugs.
Oh, Howie, do us all a favor, dude. Go to the drugstore, get one of those nasal strips, staple it to your nose.
Well, no, Doc says it's hereditary.
It's not hereditary, dude. I'm telling you, okay? You have a serious medical condition. And the rest of you guys, why don't we try to act like adults, okay? It's clearly hard for us to behave like basketball players, so let's just be adults. All right, let's go, guys. Let's go hit the showers.
A 9-year-old Metro girl has a new lease on life thanks to surgery at the hospital for sick children. Tracy Hooper was given the liver of a 9-year-old accident victim in a 4-hour operation. Hooper is in critical but stable condition, normal after such an operation. Her condition will be monitored for 72 hours to see if there's any sign of organ rejection. Rick Manson's World Motion Tour is over, and what a success it was. Manson skateboarded across Canada in 11 months, raising over $14 million to fight heart disease. He covered over 5,000 miles, averaging about 100 miles per day. Manson says he wants to thank all who donated to his cause and wants to remind us that even though his journey is over, the battle against heart disease must continue. Tom and Harriet Banks are the lucky winners of this past weekend Super Lottery draw. The pair came forward to claim an $11 million prize.
Hey,
and face the media.
Oh, it smells like exhaustion and sadness in here. You're lucky I got some medication.
After a 3-month vacation. Banks says she and her husband
Why does this look like something I need an alibi for?
I know how you get hard on yourself, okay? So I was walking back from the pharmacy, anti-snore strips in hand, when I ran into this guy in the alley. And he looked tweaky, but he knew a guy who called a guy, and BAM!
Whoa. Hey, pretty sure fireworks are illegal here, bro.
Not when we're 5 miles from the Mexican border.
Somehow that makes him sound more illegal.
Will you relax? Fireworks are legal within city limits, and since we're in the middle of nowhere, you can lighten up, my friend. By lighting up. What do you say?
With a high of 96. With the winds out of the east at 14 miles per hour, it's currently...
I'm only gonna ask one more time.
Let's do it. Hey, come on, man. Quiet down.
I'm not any louder than the fireworks are gonna be.
Look, I'm just trying to make sure the coach doesn't notice us. I'm already on thin ice.
Let's be honest, man. We played like garbage tonight. We were uptight. We were stiff. The road's getting to us. For the good of the team, man, you need to chill.
Right.
Blow
Listen,
off some steam.
I'm having a great time. I just want to make sure I keep having a great time by not getting caught.
Oh, well then. Here's a big old double shot of good time right here. I'll light one end, you light the other. Amen. Let's not hit the bus.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I told you. Oh, I think I'm in love.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Oh.
Howie? Yo, Howie?
Howie.
Yeah, I think it's time we,
Yeah, we're inside.
Okay, let's just say that this didn't happen.
What didn't happen?
Nothing happened.
Run!
All right, everybody, listen up. Unfortunately, the fire department says the cause of this fire was most likely fireworks. Some kind of projectile. Pow! Okay? I'm especially bummed because I lost all my cool clothes in the fire. Now the fire department has to go inside the building and make sure it's all safe for us before we return. And guess what? That's time we don't have. That might take all night. Howie.
Huh? Well, yeah.
Did you go to the drugstore?
No.
Get those breathing strips like I told you?
No. Yes. Breathing clear, sir.
All right, good hustle.
Thanks, Coach.
The rest of you guys are gonna hustle onto the bus, and I'm gonna try to figure out who started this fire! What kind of basketball team burns down their own hotel? Onto the bus. Everybody.
You can't leave me hanging like that.
Hey, what you mean?
Come to our game against... ... That's all you said.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. I'm at our game against the Memphis Hustle. It's our last road game, the Classic. Playing in the old school gym in Nicetown.
Yeah, I'll definitely be there. Can't wait to see you. What's wrong?
Nothing, just, the road, this game.
You're on the right path, AI. The bigger vision, it's there.
Yeah, that's what Big Toonie kept saying.
What? Big Toonie? That's like seeing Bigfoot or Einstein and they had an encyclopedic knowledge of the Euro step. You met him?
Yeah, I actually met him a couple times.
Okay, and this is the first time that you're telling me? This is the first thing we're talking about when I get into Knightstown. All right, get some sleep.
Yeah, that might be a problem.
How come?
Well, there was a fire at the hotel.
What? Are you okay?
Yeah, everyone's totally fine. It's just, just a crazy accident. But, we sleeping on the bus tonight, so never a dull moment.
I feel like I'm walking through an old shoe.
Boy, you need to show some respect. This place is basketball. And we are nothing without the old shoes that came before us.
Maybe we should focus on some new shoes.
Looks like somebody hit copy and paste 12 times on a computer.
Yeah, man, they even step the same.
Hey, yo, your girl is a great writer. Tell Coach I'll be in a minute.
What?
We gotta step it up, y'all. We got 10 points to come back from. Look alive and start passing more.
You mean start passing to you?
I mean start turning the game up.
Oh, so if I give the ball to Howie every time, you'll be okay with that?
Howie not gonna make no shot.
Hey, don't drag me.
You only worried about this because you know that scout's in the stands again.
AI, Marcus has the matchup in this game. You know he has a point. You've seen it. If we're gonna win this, it has to go through him. Come on, bro.
Whatever you say, AI. We're behind you.
Marcus. Hey, do you want to beat these guys? Let's do it together. Pick and roll.
What's the catch?
No catch. I'm about winning. That's how we do it.
All right.
Welcome back, everyone, to Memphis. First half is in the books between the Hustle and the Mad Ants.
And Memphis was able to jump out to an early lead, but you can't count out the very tough Mad Ants team.
I know this team has too much pride to not come out swinging and try and even things up early on here.
Second half just getting going, so let's move on to the action.
I have no doubt that Marcus Young will eventually get the call up. He's continued his development quite nicely here in the G League. Very talented guard.
And you watch the way that Marcus Young plays. Who do you see him compared to in the NBA?
That's a good question, Blake. He's definitely a lead guard type. I would say someone like D'Angelo Russell or Steve Franchise back when he played. That explosiveness and playmaking is really what connects the dots, right?
Yeah, the Hustle leading.
The Hustle, they have a very versatile group of players. Many can sub in for each other during rotations, and it makes matching up easy.
Edwards can't get it to go.
The fadeaway was about his only option once he decided to shoot. Defender had good position.
Young gets the bucket.
Well, that speaks to the intelligence of AI. Knows when one of his guys isn't being covered.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 9. Back to Hawkins. Edwards. Oh, rips it down off the alley-oop. Beautiful.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks just lost out there.
Get them a map, a GPS, a smartphone, get them something.
Yeah, this is threatening to truly get ugly.
When you play like AI has since arriving to the Mad Ants, you're bound to get some attention, and there are some NBA whispers that have started to surface. You figured it was just a matter of time with the way that he's been producing for this team.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 11. Pass to Flash. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Paul Tatum. Fast break, here they come. Ahead. And finished off by Marcus Young.
Such a savvy veteran. Can't leave someone open around Tatum. That's asking for trouble.
One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend. Well, one thing you know with the Hustle is that they're going to be focused all game, Brian.
At times, the group has been called emotionless, but I think that's unfair. The Hustle never get in their own heads, no matter if they have a big lead or a big deficit.
And I like that even keel attitude.
And with AI and the NBA rumors, reportedly several teams have taken a look at him.
Yeah, there's a lot of rumors, and there always are going to be rumors, but AI has shown that he has the talent to play at any level, and now it's just a matter of proving that his head's in the space where it needs to be. That's not going to be easy, but he's done everything to pass the eye test on talent when he's on the court.
Yeah, certainly. And the shot is good.
Another bucket in the paint. That's just something they have not been able to stop today. And if they want to win this game, they got to figure out how to stop it.
You know, Brian, I think it's time to switch things up on D. What they've got going on right now is not getting it done.
And with the Memphis Hustle, not a lot of characters on the team.
It is hard to point out a player that can separate themselves from the rest of the team. PR, they have a hard time marketing them, but they are effective where it counts on the floor.
Well, maybe you should get out there, Tim. Flash with it. Looking for his first basket still in this one. It's stolen by Paul Tatum. 2 on none. No one back to stop it. And the dunk by Paul Tatum.
Can't be lazy around Tatum. He's clever at reading the opposition and knows when to go for steals.
And what a matchup it is between the Hustle and Mad Ants. Two teams with two very different approaches.
Well, you think of all the characters in the Mad Ants, and it's the polar opposite of the straight-laced Hustle. It's a clash of ideology on the floor.
Now here's Dedmon. 5 to shoot. Pass to Stevenson. Lets the 3 fly. And again, no good by Memphis. And here are the Mad Ants. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points.
Went for the two-hander on that slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there.
He might be sensing that this is a critical time in the game, guys.
Walker with it to the wing on the left. Let's go with a 3. Tatum with the rebound.
Well, when Paul Tatum is on the floor, he has just an incredibly shooting presence.
Yeah, Tatum just seems to calm everyone down, Tim. All the small mistakes start getting avoided. Players want to play for each other more. He definitely has an impact not seen on the stat sheet, just that it factor.
Yeah, good point, Brian. It is about more than the box score with him.
Memphis calls timeout.
He's trying to take the wind out of the sails there. They're on the wrong end of a run and need to sort things out.
Yeah, things were starting to spiral out of control on them a little bit, and a timeout was a no-brainer there.
Yeah, exactly, Brian.
And here are the Mad Ants. And there's the whistle, illegal screen.
You can tolerate gaps like that sometimes, but in a close game, they really hurt. Good call there. His feet were moving when he set the screen.
And he sort of lowered his shoulder into him, too. Those ones hurt, and they were going to get him there one way or the other.
Absolutely. Good call by the ref.
And with the hustle, you know you're going to get a lot of consistency. They just don't have off nights.
Marcus Young on the wing. Pass to AI. Clock at 6. Trigg. Here's Young. Oh, baby, they get it and they take the lead.
He's just such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
No doubt about it, the Memphis Hustle can play a very intimidating game of basketball.
The team comes at you in a measured and unrelenting way. It's like you're going up against a hive mind of players and coaches, and that's a daunting task.
Now here's Hawkins. Tries to snap the cold streak. It's hauled in by AI. Pass to Young. Over Edwards.
Yeah, an encouraging sign for sure. When Young is sharing the ball, it makes his team more dangerous.
Memphis calls timeout. And here are the Hustle now, trailing by 4. And here's Hawkins. Pass to Edwards. It's good! And that shot brings them within just 1.
Have to get out on that. Edwards is a legitimate threat to hit the 3.
And they commit the intentional foul, and we'll see another one of those so that they can get into the penalty. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, they had to do that. You just can't let them dribble it out.
Definitely. Got to stop the clock any way possible and just hope they short arm a few of their free throws.
It's a good foul, and it's a good point in this situation to make them hit their shots.
So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Absolutely massive free throws. That'll force them into a 3-point attempt here.
Memphis calls timeout. Yeah, what's your take, guys?
They got 2 options. Take the 3 to tie it, or get a quick 2 then foul.
And if it opens up for them inside, the quick 2 wouldn't be a bad call, but the foul has to come immediately after that.
It has to come immediately. You cannot waste a second.
It's stolen by Paul Tatum. And now they foul and stop the clock. He gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And really, Tatum's story is one of inspiration. A seasoned veteran looking for one last chance at a title.
And he cannot convert on the second. That one misses. Pass to Edwards. Wade outside. Hawkins. And the Hustle miss again. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
That's his 4th personal At the line for the Mad Ants, AI. Taking 2 shots.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
You can tell AI learned a lot from his experience in China. It's clear he's far from done yet. Wants to keep growing.
That's the buzzer, and the Mad Ants complete the comeback. Fantastic win for the team.
Well, you knew the Mad Ants, they were not going down without a fight. Not in this gym, and not with his squad, which showed a lot of heart in the comeback effort.
And you can feel the fans here in the gym get the sense that the Mad Ants had a lot of fight in them left. Games like this are why you never give up.
Definitely a win that all of Fort Wayne can be proud of. For Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi, I'm Blake Suniga signing off. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast as much as we did, and we'll see you next time.
Nikki, hey.
Hi, yeah, first of all, this is totally fine. We can fix this. I only wanted people to know about the fire so that we could see that you guys had a rough night. You know, I thought it'd be a good story before or after a game, whether you won or lost. Mad Ants rise from the fire to play again.
Slow down. What are you talking about?
After I published the story, websites started posting links to the video. You should have told me what really happened. I never would have written anything.
Video?
I didn't know there was a
What
video.
video? What?
Come on.
I've got this. I know how to handle this.
Wait for me outside, okay? Wait for me
yes.
outside.
All right.
Don't say anything. Just watch this.
I'll light one end, you light the other.
Oh, no! Oh! Yeah, I think it's time we,
Yeah, we're inside.
Okay, let's just say that this didn't happen.
What didn't happen?
Who posted this? Coach, I just think I should know who recorded this if
What
it's
did
gonna
I
be treated
tell
like evidence.
What did I tell you when I took you on? I talked about discipline and control and respect. You don't have any discipline or control. You just lost my respect. You know what else? You lost your place on this team.
It's over. Everything I've worked for was just wasted, gone.
You can get past this. Spin it, apologize.
Look, I'm not some star player who just sent out a few bad tweets, Nikki. I'm nobody. When you're nobody, they have no reason. They need one reason just to say no, and I served it up. I served it right up to them.
Start over.
I'm sick of tired. I'm so sick of starting over. You said you wouldn't have written anything.
What are you talking
The
about?
video. You said if you knew about the video, you wouldn't have written anything. Is that true?
I don't like where this is going, AI.
But this is your job. This is what you do. You wrote the story, Nikki.
You think that
started
I'm
this.
going to ruin your career for a couple of
Do
retweets?
you know
What is
where
wrong
that
with
video
you?
came from?
What does it matter where it came from?
Because it had to be Marcus.
I don't know. You can check a couple original postings if you do some digging. So what?
You wrote the story, Nikki. You wrote it. People piled on, but you started this. You wrote it. This is your fault, Nikki. This is your fault.
This was a mistake.
What do you mean?
I told you the first night that we went out what my line was,
No,
and
Nikki.
you crossed it.
Okay, look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
Get out.
No, Nikki, I didn't
Find your
mean
own way
it.
back to Fort Wayne.
Marcus the Legend? Didn't even bother to change your username, did you?
You look upset.
You a snake.
Hey, man, I told you I would do everything I have to do to climb over you. And you just happen to be careless enough to turn your back on me. You'd be lying if you said to yourself that you wouldn't do the same thing. So, checkmate. Game over.
Oh, man. I had a friend once tell me that, people can recognize desperation just as quickly as talent. And I didn't listen to him. I mean, I knew he was talking to me, but I just figured, you know, just words. I didn't care. But I get it now. In this exact second, me running in here, hollering at you, getting caught up in all this, the league. Seeing you now is like, it's like looking in a mirror. And if that's what it takes, I don't want it. So yeah, man, you gonna get the call now, sure, but it won't last, Marcus. Teammates, coaches, they gonna smell it on you, all that fake hustle, that locker room chess. You're just gonna grind yourself straight back here to where you started. Just a sad weekend amateur, struggling to put a ball through.
Cool story, bro. Seriously, like, beautiful, amazing story. I liked it so much. I'm gonna text you a picture of my first game check. Why are you still here? We're done, right?
Yeah, man. We done.
You're done.
I didn't look so bad. You didn't. You recorded that whole conversation.
I did.
He doesn't know I'm helping you, does he?
Listen, you made the right call by posting that video. Together, you and I, we're gonna do great things. No one I ever want to see him on another roster after this, unless it's like a local rec league. So, what do you think?
I got some old videos. I can make it work.
Yes.
What's your name? What's your name?
This is AI coming at you from Indiana, all by way of China. It's just gonna be a matter of time before the NBA sees what I can do. Fort Wayne, I can't wait to kiss his sorry excuse for a town goodbye. Corey Harris, I'm coming for you. You're gonna be buried right next to Marcus Young. No, that's not me! Hey, excuse me, hey. Your busboy, Zach Coleman, is he here?
No.
Well, when's he gonna be back? I need to talk to him.
I don't know. He's off in the NBA, living his dream, managing Marcus Young. We're all very proud.
I know, Marcus Young?
Yes.
That's what he said?
Yes. Friendly piece of advice.
Fort Wayne, I can't wait to kiss his sorry excuse for a town goodbye.
I'd try to find somewhere else to eat.
I'm very excited to be here with the Spurs. I mean, I'm also excited to experience the great town of San Antonio. It's a dream come true. Honestly, I'm really humbled by it all. It's the opportunity to be a part of such a great basketball legacy. Everything that Popovich is.
Pretty brave. Being seen out in public with career kryptonite.
Don't forget Fort Wayne's most hated.
Right. Old boy at the burger stand even charged me full price today.
Earl? He never asks full price.
Uh-huh. And then he charged me extra for pickles. And he said, "Have a nice day, IA." Which I didn't totally get, but I assume was an insult.
Nah, I think that's just Earl. He calls me Bert. Even if I correct him, he's still like, "Have a great day, Bert."
So what y'all doing here?
News. You hear about this guy?
No. What?
Bought himself a fishing boat.
Yeah, it looks like I'm not gonna be getting that 12th-man spot. So, it's over. Moving to the Keys, let my belly grow.
Got room for one more?
Hey, no way, man. I'm bored that thinking. It's a slippery slope to early bird specials and afternoon bingo games with blue hairs.
Oh, baby. That does sound good.
Look, I'm just saying. I don't know how to fish and I get seasick, but I learn pretty quick.
You're not listening to a word I've said, have you? Hey, you're not gonna spend your time wasting your career on a boat with me. AI.
I got no offers, man. Season's done for me. I don't know, man. Maybe my career's done.
We see right through it. You'll be screaming for a training camp in a month.
Doesn't matter how loud I scream if no one wants to hear it.
Read this.
What is it?
An article. I'm about to publish it on the tape that Zach and Marcus made.
Wait. The audio? You were able to...
I made a couple calls. I had an engineer friend of mine prove that your rant was edited.
This is... Nikki, thank you.
I mean...
Thank you.
Well, what they did was wrong, and they deserve to be called out.
Look, Nikki,
Wherever you end up, try and remember this place. These faces. Make sure they stay a part of you.
Hello?
Have trouble finding me?
Kinda hard to miss, bruh.
Now, you showed me something back in Shanghai when you helped me up from that dump. I knew the idea of a bigger picture was in you. I'm sure things got awkward in LA, but I've been checking your season here and there. You look good. Focused. On point. And then...
Didn't work out the way I hoped. That's all.
I knew something was off. I called Tatum. He told me what happened, about how you set him up against a dragon, how you sacrificed in front of the scouts, how you let Marcus shine in Hoosier Gym. So I checked the tape.
Yeah, what'd you think?
We got one game left this season. It's for the 8th spot in the playoffs.
Against the Spurs and Marcus Young.
Hmm? He's blowing up. Every game putting up bigger numbers. If he's playing at 100, he's gonna roll us. And our guy who usually guards him is out, so we figured you might want to take him. You know his weaknesses, and that's why you're here. Trial. One game. Show us what you got. If you shut him down, you seize your opportunity, you'll be in the league to stay. Have your choice of teams next season. Teammates? One more time? What do you say?
I won't let you down.
The Lakers aren't doing me a favor, AI. You earned this.
What's your name?
Don't overextend.
Marcus will make the mistakes if you let him flow to you naturally.
Man, I am nervous.
I know. It'll keep you on edge, okay? Visualize. Execute.
So, how's Fort Wayne?
Cold. Snowy. This is your time, AI. Take it.
Just wish this wasn't over.
It's not over. We'll just be something else.
Will I see you again?
I hope so.
AI.
Go Stackhouse, hey.
It's good to see you.
You too.
Just wanted to congratulate you.
Thank you. Listen, I know we didn't get off to a great start.
Are you kidding? I didn't have to deal with your drama. Now I'm lousy with hoagies. Best of every world.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm glad.
And I just wanted to announce you have a starting place in the lineup for South Bay.
What?
I'm yanking your chain.
Oh, okay.
You get out there and knock them dead tonight. Laker.
Thank you.
Now's the hard part. You gotta stay here.
No, man, I already told you. Marcus Young does not appear for anything less than $50,000. Well, does he get to keep the ride? Okay. Yeah, he'll think about it.
You get better reception outside.
Nah, it's okay. I did what I needed to do. Everything good?
Yeah. It's great, man.
That's great. Awesome. Wow. Look at you. I'm
I thought
proud
Marcus
of you.
was an easier coat to ride.
Oh,
So you
hold on.
threw me away the second you realized I had other plans than being a mercenary, take no prisoners killer.
Man, I don't know what you're talking about here.
Only you could have helped Marcus edit that audio.
Look, man, I want you both to succeed, but sometimes you gotta make a choice.
This area is for players, staff, and approved guests only. You none of those.
It's a business, man.
Not if I can help it.
And one of the feel-good stories of the year, the emergence of AI. Worked his way through the G League.
Still learning how to create for others, but he's a great prospect. Trust me, this guy's like double-sided tape. He gonna be sticking, Harry.
AI's first taste of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're wrapping up the NBA regular season in style here on 2K Sports. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Lakers going up against the San Antonio Spurs. Well, for San Antonio, 5-5 over their last 10 games, but they're not satisfied with 500 ball, looking to tack one onto the win tally tonight. And we've reached the end of what was a terrific regular season. Kenny, what were some of your favorite moments?
Man, let me think about this. A few teams surprised me about being in the playoff hunt. Yeah. That was good. And a couple of rookies ready to contribute sooner than we thought. That surprised me.
I'm over the regular season.
Really?
Postseason going to be on and cracking and lit.
Wow.
All of those things.
All of those
on
things
and
in
cracking
one.
and lit. You went like 80s colloquialisms to all the way to 2018s.
Colloquialism? What part of history is that?
Just, forget it.
You asked too many questions. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Good luck, Marcus.
Please. Enjoy your first and last game in the league, chump.
And tonight, Smitty, two teams, same conference, rivalry game. Tensions could be hot.
First of all, Kevin, I'm fired up. The fans are going to be fired up. The players. This is not one of those normal games. The tensions are going to be high. I think this one's going to be very physical.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court right now for the Spurs. Inside, it's the veterans, Aldridge and Gasol. Young is out there with Green, and it's Anderson in at the small forward. Good work there as it goes. Anderson's got the first basket of the game for the Spurs.
A high percentage look for Kyle. Has the size and length to be a factor inside.
Now, here's AI, defended by Young. AI passes to Lopez. A reverse, whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
Now, here is Young. 32 points for him last game against New Orleans. Bucket is good.
And that had to be a defensive mix-up. They know he can hit from that spot.
Yeah, a big miscommunication early. They allow his first points of the day.
AI with it, guarded by Green. Ingram kicks to Harris. Back to Ingram. There's AI with a three. Rebound San Antonio. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
I mean, a tough one. Faced some serious intensity in terms of that comeback, and they just got overwhelmed in that fourth quarter. Unfortunately, just couldn't stay in the game long enough to force overtime.
And we don't have to tell you folks about just how important this final game of the regular season is. To put it in plain terms, win and you're in.
And for the Lakers and Spurs fans, this is what it's all about. There's just so much history between these two franchises. And even though this is a regular season game, it's got an air of a Game 7 feel to it.
Here's AI following the bucket by the Spurs. Out to Harris. Three-pointer. Traps in the tray.
When the defense pays you that much attention, this is the right response. AI keeping his eyes up, finding the open man.
And Smitty, it's amazing since Popovich took over the Spurs, they've missed the playoffs only once. Only one time under his tenure.
Yeah, in his first season, they won only 20 games. But then the big consolation prize, they got the #1 overall pick, which became, guess who? Tim Duncan.
Now, here's AI, following the miss by LaMarcus Aldridge. puts one up from 19. And again, it's the Lakers.
He's just so polished on offense. Harris has what it takes to score from the mid-range. You got to step up on it.
Now, here is Young. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game.
Having a good, efficient start to this game offensively. Let's see if he can keep it going.
AI with it, defended by Young. AI dishes to Lopez. Basket is good, the assist from AI. AI's got his third assist on the night. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
The reason why is you like to get value every time down the floor. But that does take a lot of discipline.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Zubac is checked in for Lopez. Julius Randle comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Hart, he's checked in for Ingram. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Harris. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Laverne, he's checked in for Gasol. Gay comes in for Anderson. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Green. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Young.
He got a good look from the mid-range area. He needs to shoot this one with more confidence.
Zubac. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
A guy who converts well at the rim. You like to see the aggression there.
You really like him setting the tone early. Physical, challenging guys to stop him.
San Antonio with the ball, following the bucket by the Lakers. It's Gay with the drive. It's hauled in by Zubac. Lakers leading by 5. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
It's AI on the wing. He's covered by Murray. Shot clock at 5. Hart, that's good.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
2-for-1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Murray with it. AI picks him up. To the paint. Here's Aldridge. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Aldridge has got his second bucket of the night.
With the amount of moves Aldridge has inside as a defender, you never know what to take away.
17 seconds left to play in the first. AI can't hit. Now here's Gay, guarded closer. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
You look at that lead pass there. He just has such a great feel for the game.
Got it up. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And you can't end the period any better than that.
Yeah, I agree. Shot clock doing his thing. He times it out perfectly.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. The Lakers on top. They lead by 5. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. The NBA game drawing fans from every culture. And Pau Gasol definitely feeling the look.
I always notice the fans.
It's a completely new group for Los Angeles. San Antonio shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. That free throw good from Young. Well, Smitty, the last day of the regular season, it has been a wild ride, but nothing compared to what we expect to see in the playoffs.
Not at all, Kevin. Nothing. Everything gets turned up a notch in the postseason. I can't wait to see teams battle, their intensity level. The dislike starts to happen in the playoffs.
You know, to the naked eye, it's just the speed of the game just is ratcheted up, and you can really see that.
Yeah, you can see that. Then you can see the attention to detail, especially on the defensive end. People are locking in on their assignments.
They've got Kyle Kuzma. Harris is out there with AI. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Ingram in at the 3. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we see new players coming into prominence for the San Antonio Spurs. Now,
Greg Popovich gives his veterans credit for accepting it gracefully and helping the young guys be successful. He says it's a tribute to their character and awareness. Kevin?
They certainly have established a great culture in San Antonio. Really something. D.A., thank you. Young finds Aldridge in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
The wingspan, the timing, Aldridge devastating on the offensive glass.
Now, here's Ayon, defended by Young. Ingram against Anderson. And that one's good. Ingram's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the speed of Ingram makes him a nightmare for defenses in pick and rolls, constantly keeping them guessing.
Shoots from the line, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Ayon. San Antonio shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
And it's not hard to see AI out there in an NBA uniform and not be reminded of that huge dunk he pulled off while playing in China. I still remember that play going viral.
Yeah, Greg, he was the talk of basketball after pulling off that dunk, and it actually helped him kickstart his path to the end.
Ooh! That's how you attack. Wow.
Agree.
Just remarkable at dropping the hammer. Young loves getting crafty with how he slams it home.
Rejected by Gasol.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Ingram passes to Ayon. From about 19 feet, good as the jump shot falls. AI's got 6.
Put the ball in AI's hands and let him make a decision. You love his recognition in the pick and roll game.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Lakers lead by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Brooke. Where is this team right now?
Oh, it's so exciting, you know. It's really thrilling to come out with such a great group of guys every night, you know, and play basketball, you know. It's a lot of fun.
Smiles on your face, Brooke. Thanks for the time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball following halftime. And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Guys, you take a look at Marcus Young in this game, he's been everywhere.
And they haven't needed a lot of shots to get their points. Just tremendous efficiency here in the first half.
What I love watching is they are working for high percentage looks and cashing in when they get them.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the 2nd half. Inside, it's the veterans, Aldridge and Gasol. Young is out there with Green, and it's Anderson in at the small forward position.
Showing he has the range. Give Harris an opportunity to shoot it from deep, and he'll make you pay.
Young taking his time here. Pass to Anderson. Back to Young. From past the arc. Kuzma pulls it in.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Spurs trail by 9. The pass to Aldridge. Buries it down low. Aldridge has got 8 points.
Boy, he reads the defense well. Makes a nice adjustment. Very dependable.
Here's the lob for Harris. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And the connection Harris has with his teammates, knows when to rise up for the alley-oop.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play, sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Steve, offenses have gotten so good at stretching the floor. What are defenses doing to counteract that?
I think that what they're doing right now is they're having guys with the versatility of switching, because if you run pick and roll and you can switch, it keeps everybody in front of you. And I think also right now they're having multiple guys and going deeper to have guys who are in foul trouble that they can look down to their bench and they can play 10 or 12 guys on their roster.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Lopez. Deng comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Hart, he's checked in for Ingram. And Ball subbed in for Harris. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Laverne, he's checked in for Gasol. Gay comes in for Kyle Anderson. Ano Ginobili's checked in for Danny Green. And it's Mills in for Young. Shot clock at 6. Back to Mills. Shoots the 3. Kept alive. Lakers leading by 9. And a wide open look for AI. And again, it's the Lakers. You know, Greg, when you talk about AI, you have to mention that he was playing in China before getting a chance here in the NBA.
And just reading about his time in China, it seems like that whole experience was a harsh dose of reality for AI that never quite felt at home. And while he did improve his game, I know he is glad to be back in the States.
This combination of energy and anticipation showing up on the offensive glass.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Top of the key Ball. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Ball's got the lead up to 11 now for Los Angeles.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, LaMarcus Aldridge and the Spurs got through some tension in their relationship early on. Now, Greg Popovich said it became apparent that it really was me. He'd been in the league for 9 years. I'm not going to turn him into some other player. That was just silly. So we took care of it, and he's been fantastic. Guys?
That's why Pop is the best in the business, DA. He's always going to figure it out. Thanks.
Great effort there. Aldridge sniffs out the shot, sends it back.
And it's blocked. Here's Hart. He's covered by Gay. They get it again. Spurs trail by 8. Here's Mills. Over Deng. Gets himself open and drills it. That's 12 points for Aldridge.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Steve, when we talk about signature shots in the NBA, what about Aldridge's fadeaway jumper?
Usually starts with him backing down the defender. He turns, faces up, transfers weight from all the way forward to all the way back. Add in the high release point, virtually unblockable.
Brook Lopez is checked in for the Lakers. Ando comes in for Luol Deng.
Ooh, the confidence of AI scoring the basketball. The defense has tried to make adjustments, but with very little success.
Here's Mills. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Gay.
I like how he absorbed contact. Rudy Gay with the body control to finish through it.
It's AI, high post. He's got 13. Lopez. Here's Randall. And at last, they get one to fall. Randall's got his first bucket of the night. Murray kicks to Aldridge. He dishes it to Mills. Now here's Gay. He's guarded closely, and it goes down 2 points.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And that's a tough one. But on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Some guys, they just know how to get away with it, and some don't.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Lopez. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Josh Hart. And Harris subbed in for Ball. Young left side. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 6. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Luke Walton had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, great work. We're pushing the pace. We're making the extra pass, and we're being patient. Beautiful on offense.
Giving credit to his guys, Luke appreciates how they're working on offense.
I mean, they are humming along right now, and he has got to love it as a coach.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. They've got Julius Randle. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Harris. And it's AI in at the 1 spot. That's the Laker 5. And Rudy Gay, Greg, has always been a fantastic scorer since he came into the NBA.
And Gay doesn't do as much scoring as he once did, but he has become more efficient. Doesn't have plays ran for him, gets looks through his instinct. And as he's gotten older, Gay has become even more crafty with how he scores.
Ingram, he's checked in for Caldwell-Pope. AI outside. Harris passes to Ingram, and the shot goes in.
Wonderful recognition there. When you leave someone open around Harris, he's going to make you pay.
Spurs trail by 6. Murray outside. Softly drops in the floater.
The beauty of the teardrop, very difficult to really contest.
Los Angeles has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. AI outside. Here's Harris trying to get open as Randle. That's good from Harris on the assist by AI. AI's got assist number 8 now on the night. And Young kicks to Gasol. Randle against Gay. Stolen by AI. Clock at 6. Ingram outside. That shot misses. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Gay kicks to Young. Releases from 15. And that's good for 2. Young's got 20.
This is how much Young believes in his game. Fantastic at shooting when he feels like he's in a rhythm.
All right, everybody, huddle up. Hey, keep it tight. Don't let up on Marcus. You got that?
Yeah, we clear. I understand.
All right, man. Now, look, let's bring this W home. Bring it in.
Let's do it.
Ready? Great.
Brook Lopez is checked in for the Lakers. San Antonio also making some changes. Aldridge comes in for Anderson, and it's Green in for DeJounte Murray. Lakers leading by 4. AI with it. In the corner, it's Ingram. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
He's been so consistent scoring the basketball. It has helped him tack on to this lead.
Spurs trail by 6. Young outside. Over AI. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter. Randle kicks to AI. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And with AI teaming up with Harris, it's actually a throwback to their collegiate days together.
And you know, Harris was the star of that team, but AI, he carried his own weight, no doubt about it, in that deep tournament run. I know they've had some issues in the past, but they must have put things behind them to team up together now here in the NBA.
Good on both.
What you're really impressed with, the way AI competes night in and night out, raises the bar for his teammates, holds everyone accountable.
Young with the ball, working on AI. And Gasol able to finish.
And he was the right guy to get the ball to. Pau Gasol a steady hand as the game heats up.
Now, here's AI. Ingram up top. And good coming on the assist by AI. AI's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 6-point game. Gasol trying to free himself up. Lays it up and banks it in. Young's got 6 here in this quarter.
How about the initiative there? When it's a big possession, Young comes alive, wanting to show just how special he is.
AI outside. Pass to Ingram. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fades back. Again, Los Angeles.
And Ingram is always ready to score in clutch situations. A guy you can depend on to give you his best.
Young with no one around. Again, Young missing.
You won't see him miss many of these. A wide open look from distance.
And AI gets it to go. And if AI is familiar to anyone, you might remember him from his college days. Played a big role in a college tournament run not too long ago.
And unfortunately for AI, he got a little ahead of himself and declared after that run. And NBA scouts felt he just wasn't ready and ended up going undrafted. Just seems like he needed more time to mature. But I'm guessing he wished he stayed another year in college.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, AI.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
And with the playoffs on the horizon, he'll be looking to stay in peak form as long as he can. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. There's 53 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Green dishes to Gasol. From 13 feet, it goes down.
That's big time. I mean, big time. Game on the line. Gasol showing the clutch gene.
And so they foul intentionally. And an intentional foul right there. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 7-point lead.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
And it's sent back by Lopez. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Here's Green. Young outside. With the teardrop. Kuzma pulls it in. Here are the Lakers with the ball. They've led by as many as 11 points. And that one's good. AI.
And just putting the finishing touches on this one. They have been on fire.
I mean, a fantastic run. The guys are really clicking, and the scoreboard reflects that.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They trail by 9. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole. It's hard to climb out of.
You know, this part of the game, focus on good execution. The rest will take care of itself.
And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that about does it for the final game of the NBA regular season.
Hey, Big Tune. Hey, I didn't think I'd see you here.
I'm here as a fan, not as a scout. Thanks for the show.
Hey, man, so what you think? Am I running yet?
Look, this is just the beginning, kid. But you're going to have a lot of teams to choose from this summer. I'll make sure of it. Welcome to the NBA.
Hey, thank you. Thank you.
Tremendous game tonight, and I'm sure there'll be many more to come. And let's start with your name first, AI. What does that stand for?
It's my name.
What it do, youngin'? Hey, appreciate you meeting with me.
Yeah, you can, thank my agent for that.
Yeah? He happened to mention why I wanted to sit down?
Nah, you know, just told me to keep an open mind.
So when you moving to a new spot?
Oh, you know, a couple weeks back.
I still remember my first check, man. Had the little Knicks logo on the top corner. Next day, I went out and bought me a watch or a Frosty. 3 weeks later, on the road in Miami, hit up Mansion post game, and the next morning, woke up. Poof. 200 large, gone.
You heard of insurance?
I thought I was gonna play forever. Like Vince Carter, collecting a paycheck and a pension. Last thing I remember was James Harden's grin. He hit me with that half cross, half carry thing he likes to do, and I'm waiting for the step back, and the next thing I see, black. Woke up in Cedars. Mama was sitting there with a Bible on her lap while the doctor told her that I had hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. Means my heart muscles were so swollen, blood couldn't pass through no more. Doctor told me I could never play ball again. It's the worst day of my life. The hoop was my identity, man. It was my reason. After that, man, I just spun out, you know? People try to reach out, you know, all the dudes from around the league that you'd expect. Oh, try to make me feel better, but I wasn't hearing them. Wasn't long before I was back in my mama's crib in Jersey. Same single bed, flat broke. It's amazing how quick the cheese melts. The humbling comes for us all. Matter of fact, I still remember the first time I saw you playing the Dykeman. You was a freshman. So cocky, you'd make LeVar Ball blush.
Oh, all right. So that's why you took my ankles, huh? Man, I remember. People still send me gifts of that.
That's why you so salty, huh? Man, you are competitive. I get it. No one likes to clown it. Man, the reason I did that, though, man, you was out there stealing my shine, man. I couldn't just relinquish the crown, man. It's Dykeman.
I know, man. They never let you forget.
Right? Man. So we good?
Yeah, man, we good.
All right. See, the real reason I'm here, man, I want to manage you.
Oh, okay.
Look,
Yo, man, have you ever managed anyone?
I mean, technically, you're the first player I've ever even approached about this. But wait. You know, the last few years, I was coaching AAU, and I was finishing up my finance degree. You know, I've been paying my dues.
Look, I don't know, man. Like, what's an undrafted free agent even need with a manager? You know, agent and lawyer got me covered.
No. Listen, they're deal makers. I handle the day-to-day. I'm talking media, endorsements. For instance, how much you paying for this crib, huh?
I don't know, 6.
6. It's a new apartment building over on Park that's willing to let you live there rent-free if you just mention them on social media. I got a car dealership and a furniture warehouse that's willing to do the same thing. That's a new crib and a new car gratis. I mean, it might not be glamorous, but listen, you gotta think about this. Do you want to be the kid with the frosty wrists? Or the one with the diversified portfolio, huh? Look, our paths wouldn't even pass a sobriety test. But we made it back. We're survivors. The real ones. Just imagine what we could do together, man. That's all I'm asking. Just imagine it, man.
Hey, you know what? I don't have to think about it. I'm in.
Hey,
what's
how
up?
you doing? What can I do for you?
Man, I'm looking to get a cut.
Oh, great. Have a seat.
Thank you.
Aren't you AI?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, I've seen you play.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the basketball league. Man.
Ah, nice.
Hey, listen, the last guy, he was charging our NBA players, so, we had to make some changes. So,
okay.
Anytime you need anything, you come on down here and I'll take care of you. No charge. I'm Floyd, by the way.
Hey, man, it's nice to officially meet you, AI. Appreciate that.
All right. Bam! Bam!
Woohoo! Woohoo!
Boom, boom.
Man, this looks great. Hey, you sure I don't owe you anything?
Nope. It's on the house. Come on back anytime you need.
Thanks, man.
All right.
Hi, welcome. You see anything? Let me know.
All right, man. Thanks.
That looks great. That looks great. That looks great.
Hey, this is exactly what I need. Thanks.
You're welcome. See you soon.
What's up, man?
Got a spot for you right here.
Thanks.
See.
Ooh, saucy.
That's what you were thinking?
Yeah, man, it's perfect. I wouldn't change a thing.
All right.
Later.
Which 2K Compete event pits you and your squad against NBA players in a...
The 2K Sports pregame show.
NBA regular season opener for a couple of teams. Thank you all for tuning in. So happy you're here. I'm ecstatic that you're here.
I miss you too,
and I'm
Ernie.
really happy that Kenny and Shaq are here, too.
I miss you too, Ernie.
Thank you. Me too. Tonight we'll see the Miami Heat playing against the Orlando Magic at Amway Center. Checking out the Magic. It's not always easy to play in front of your home crowd opening night. You really don't know how you're going to come out and perform, but it's still an advantage in trying to get that first win. Getting a little amped up. Opening night of the regular season now upon us. Shaq, what were you looking forward to the most here on opening night?
Two things. Let me get this out the way. Hanging out with you guys. You know I love you guys. I miss you guys. It's been a great summer. And getting back to the greatest game in the world.
Which of those, if you only had one, which of those would be?
I would have to say. I would have to say the game would come second.
Oh man. You're the greatest.
I love you guys.
You are the greatest.
I appreciate
I don't even care what you've got to say about it. Well, I do. What are you looking forward to besides hanging out with us?
I was just looking forward to hanging out with you guys, and seeing the off-season changes. But if I had to choose between the off-season changes and how they pan out, and hanging out with you guys, I would take the off-season changes to see how it pans out.
I got your back.
And I got your back.
And I wish you weren't back. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Have a great game, man.
Put me on some. 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 Yeah, we really going down. Stop babysitting. Survival tactics. I'm so thinking about our bobblehead. I can't even feel my pain. Get out of the magic dragon bubble. We gonna put you in your place. All my little put me in the traffic, they holler. Put me on. Put me on. Put me on. Put me on. Yeah, we really gonna come. Put me on. Put me on. Put me on.
And folks, be sure to come out to the game for our water bottle giveaway.
Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. It's the Miami Heat and the Orlando Magic. We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Well, unusual circumstances for AI. This opening night is just the second regular season game he's ever played. Now, AI said he's looking forward to being part of the process this time from the very beginning. And after what he had to deal with last year, that makes sense. Kevin?
Thank you for that, David. You think back to when AI made his debut at the end of last season. Just a whirlwind of time for him, guys.
You know, it must have felt like being dropped onto a moving treadmill. I mean, and being asked to keep pace. I mean, I'm sure AI will appreciate having a more typical start to his first full NBA season.
Interconference battle tonight, Brent. You could feel the change in atmosphere when you go up against a rival.
No doubt about it.
It's amazing.
Not only the teams are feeling it, but there's something to the fan bases who understand, oh, these guys. I don't care if we win another game. We want to win this game
one,
tonight.
Yeah. That's important. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Waiters and Winslow are the wings. James Johnson is out there with Adebayo. And it's Dragic in at the guard position. It's Fournier on the wing. Bamba kicks to AI. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. And just looking back at AI and how he started his NBA career, what a way to make an entrance into the league in a pressure-packed situation, Greg, like this.
Yeah, and a lot of players would have been overwhelmed, but AI was instrumental in getting the win and helping the team secure a playoff berth. What an incredible moment it was for him in an NBA debut.
No good on that one. Ken Burge is checked in for Gordon. Good on the second free throw. The Heat leading by 4. Dragic the pass to Adebayo. Winslow against Fournier. On the wing, Johnson. The tray. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Good catch and shoot option there. Johnson got to be right up on him after he receives that pass.
AI dishes to Bamba. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Dragic looking for an opening. Shot from 12. Fournier pulls it down. The Magic trail by 5. And there's the pass to Grant. A three-pointer, no good.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Kicks it to Waiters. And he makes that one. And the Heat lead by 7.
Yeah, there's a good indicator of Winslow and his feel for the game. I like how much he makes a concentrated effort to get the ball right there to the open man.
Here's AI. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Fournier. He had a strong showing last season. He averaged about 17 points a game last year. 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
His instincts naturally are to score the basketball. That ability to find the creases in the defense is something you just don't teach, and it's awesome.
Kelly Olynyk checked in for Adebayo. Waiters against Grant. Waiters finds Dragic. And the Heat, another 3.
Dragic always scattering around, but that time got his feet up underneath him and knocks down the long ranger.
AI passes to Fournier, and it's in there. Fournier's got his first 2 points.
That's good passing down low. He's good at working the ball deep into the post.
Outside Dragic, pass to Waiters. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And Dion Waiters, midway through last season, finally had season-ending surgery on his left ankle. He had been trying to manage that injury since the season prior.
Yeah, and ended up losing out on a bonus of over $1 million, which was contingent on him playing 70 games. His play had fallen off, though, so quite possible he needed that surgery even before he suffered the setback.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. AI can't hit.
It is so tough to make those kind of shots with the defense draped all over.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
240 pounds at 6'8". That's where James Johnson right there can be intimidating against any opponent, especially inside.
So Johnson hits 2 of them. Josh Richardson, the 40th overall pick, Brent, back in 2015, a hardworking young player who's had a lot of good veteran mentors in this Miami Heat locker room.
Yeah, and he took advantage not only of what Dwayne Wade said to him, but the time that Dwayne Wade wasn't playing, he stepped in and seized an opportunity to get those minutes. He's had some scorching hot shooting numbers, too. His rookie year was phenomenal, and it came in and drew attention from guys from the three-point line, so looking to be consistent on that end.
Augustine looking around. AI outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, the Heat take great pride in what they try to do defensively, their activity, their awareness, their alertness. You know, this team, as they grow, right now they're committing a ton of fouls. Well, that comes with the territory about learning some of these schemes and trying to be as physical as they like to be.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Kicks it to Waiters. Pass to Dragic. To the middle. Here's Olynyk. And the dunk by Olynyk.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
And already the lead is significant. Excellent play on both ends.
Johnson against Augustine. To the inside. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Josh Richardson's checked in for Goran Dragic. The Magic shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether. Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And Augustine kicks to AI. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Passes it to Richardson. From deep. And again, Miami with the triple.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Just incredible flow offensively. Everyone's doing their part. Let's see if they can sustain this.
And so it's Miami. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their transition game has been in full effect. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Dwayne Wade talked about the potential of this team as well as the challenges they face this season.
If we understand our potential, can develop to be a great team in this season. But that's the hardest part, is understanding your potential when you have.
That's the veteran mindset a player like Wade brings to the group.
Exactly. I mean, he's fully aware of the importance of experience, a true leader for his team.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And quite a position here for the Heat to be in. What do you guys think?
They'd gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
The new era of NBA basketball, playing outside in. We'll see if they can take advantage of that moving forward.
On the court for the Heat, Waiters and Winslow are the wings. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Johnson. And it's Richardson in at the 1. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Hassan Whiteside continues to develop. Now, Miami coach Eric Spoelstra said it's got nothing to do with his stats. He's going to do that no matter what. It's about making winning plays and caring more about his teammates than he cares about himself. Now he can lead in a different way because he has the respect of the locker room. Kevin?
Terrific, D.A. Thank you. And again, Miami with the triple.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And Augustine kicks to AI. Yeah, the step back. That one's not going to go. Now the Heat take it the other way. Down low, Richardson trying to get open as Johnson. Richardson, good.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Augustine passes to AI. Back to Augustine. Stolen by Waiters. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. And it's Johnson that time on the assist by Richardson.
Timeout.
And that's now 7 points for James Johnson. And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. Dion Waiters, Brent, with the game that evokes a lot of different opinions.
Well, count the Miami Heat in that group. They've seen the potential. They rewarded him for that potential. Now we just got to see him on the floor.
Here are the Magic now. They trail by 18. Grant kicks to Bamba. Outside Fournier. Orlando moving the ball around. Here's AI. Drills the baseline jumper. AI's got 6. And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Miami Heat. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando.
And they'll be doing their best to establish superiority over this club, something they failed to do a year ago.
Wade kicks to Johnson. The Heat rebound. Here's Waiters. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
AI outside. Now the pass to Grant. Trying his luck deep. Drains it from beyond the arc. Miami leading by 15. Dragic kicks to Johnson. Back to Dragic. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feet. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now, here's AI. He's guarded by Dragic. It's Fournier on the wing. AI outside. The 3. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound in this one. The kick out to Dragic. Shoots from 12. A second chance effort. And Johnson lays it in. Johnson's got 4 this quarter.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. Grant outside. 4 on the shot clock. Over Johnson. No good from Grant. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The kick out to Dragic. Pass to Wade. Some solid defense from Grant.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Dwayne Wade, he's been the guy making things happen for the Miami Heat. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford. What was the biggest problem for your guys in the first half?
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. And a new group in for the Heat. Adebayo is checked in for Whiteside. Johnson comes in for Kelly Olynyk. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Goran Dragic. We've got Evan Fournier, DJ Augustin out there with AI. Then it's Bamba, and it's Birch in the power forward. That's who's out there for Orlando. Richardson against Fournier. Waiters for three. Drains the three-pointer. Waiters got 7.
Well, he is an offensive weapon, especially when Waiters gets locked in the catch-and-shoot game.
Back to Augustine. Fournier into the lane. Count it. Good. Fournier's got his third basket of the night right there.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Richardson. Rebound by the Magic. Bamba's got 4 rebounds in this game.
His touch has just been a little bit absent this quarter, and he's missing a ton of shots.
The shot's good from Fournier.
The defense cannot let guys get into that kind of comfort zone. You have to patrol the three-point line, or you risk getting burned.
Waiters finds Richardson. Inside. Here's Johnson. Birch grabs the board. The Magic trail by 7. Pass to Augustine. Now AI. He can't hit that time. Some solid defense from Johnson. Last season, Brent, the addition of 2-way contracts. Does that make developing players in the G League even more valuable than it was before?
I believe last year, Kevin, that almost 50% of the players in the league, and it might have been a smidge more, had some kind of G League experience.
It's terrific.
And that's phenomenal.
Yes.
We're almost close to the 30-for-30 affiliation in the G League. You saw a success story last year in Quinn Cook coming up and getting a contract with the Warriors. This is awesome for the league. They've also upped the minimum contract for G League players to $35,000. All of these signs and the way that teams are using the G League, extremely positive, Kevin.
It's tipped.
The main thing you get with Bamba, imposing defender, shot blocker, alters everything in the paint.
Aaron Gordon is checking in for Orlando. Jaron Gregg comes in for DJ Augustine. And Miami also making a switch. Dragic is checked in.
Coaching staff high-fiving themselves there, watching that team move the ball around, doing whatever is best for the team.
Miami leading by 9. Pass to Waiters. Got a piece of it. Fournier against Winslow. Lets it go from 11. Fournier's shot is off. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Dragic against Gordon. To the inside. Waiters. The shot comes out, and Orlando will come the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. AI with it. He's got 6. He kicks to Bamba. Dragic comes with the double team from 15 feet away and misses it off the right side of the rim. The Heat shooting is leaving something to be desired, just 36% here in the third quarter. He doesn't hit that one.
And lots of credit for the team around him. They're picking up the slack here tonight. You just can't buy a bucket right now.
Fournier passes to AI. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
And Orlando making a change here. Fultz is checked in. Kelly Olynyk checked in for the Heat. Inside, and it's blocked, and he gets it back. Winslow against Fournier. Misses. And so it's the Miami Heat bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass.
And so it's Miami winning this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K.
Hey, AI. Interview request for you. Come on.
But for me, I barely played.
They want to hear from you.
AI.
What's
Griff
up?
Bryant. Thanks for talking to me. Congrats on your debut.
Thank you.
Well, now, you didn't get a chance to contribute much, but I'm always interested in how new players feel with that first game in the books. What'd you think about tonight?
You know, well, I would have loved to do a little bit more out there, but I mean, it's exciting to settle in and get a sense with this team and what they're all about. Fans are amazing, and you know, I hope to get a chance to show them a little bit more of what I can do out there.
After college, you spent some time in China and then in the G League. The NBA must feel like a whole new world.
Yeah, in some ways, sure. You know, the scope may be bigger, but the goal's still the same. I'm just going to do my best to help them win any way I can, and I look forward to contributing some W's.
I'm sure the fans will appreciate that. Listen, thanks again, AI, and congrats on the debut.
Thank you.
Thanks, Griff. You're good to go.
Thanks, Charlie.
Thanks, AI.
How's it going?
All right, AI, let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Get it started, man. Let's get it started.
Don't forget the clock!
Ball coming, ball coming! Watch the screen!
Hey, don't
I
forget
got
the
your
clock!
back!
Hey, don't forget the clock!
Give me that!
Go, Rick!
Whose man is that? That's my Diego! 5 seconds! Box out!
Screen,
Clock,
screen.
clock, clock, clock! Hey, don't let him shoot that! Watch the pitch!
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Get it started, man. Let's get it started. Watch the pick.
Man, I can't even watch this.
I got your help!
Excellent work, AI. Let's get it next time.
Hey, see you later, man.
Bring it in, fellas. Season's almost here, and it's time to get it in. We really need to push the tempo and get out in transition more. All right, so let's get to the baseline. We're gonna work on filling the lanes better to get the ball to the middle of the floor.
Focus, focus! 5 seconds! Hey, ball coming!
Hey, don't forget the clock. I see him.
Box out! Who got it? Clock, 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 clock!
He's guarding him.
Clock!
All right, get on the line. Clock, clock, clock.
Clock, 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 clock!
Hey, he can ball, huh?
Focus, focus! Stop ball, stop ball!
Just like that.
Good, good. All right, let's move on.
Right there, right there!
I got ball.
Poetry in motion, AI.
Great practice. Get out there and put up some more shots.
All right, AI. Good to see someone who values the mid-range game. Now let's see how this works.
You got it. Come on, man.
Playing like you got something to prove. I like it.
That's good, AI.
Give me up.
All right, AI. Good to see someone who values the mid-range game. Now let's see how this works. Really, AI? Get your mind right.
late last night or something? Come on, man.
Yeah, I'll see you later.
Ready to go.